I woke up at 6:42 a.m. exactly. That number is burned into my head now because everything after it stopped making sense. The bathroom light flickered once, then steadied. Nothing strange, just an old bulb. I leaned over the sink. Cold water, half-asleep movements, routine, familiar. I looked up. My reflection was still looking down. 3 seconds. That's how long it stayed like that. Then, slowly, it lifted its head. My chest tightened instantly. My brain tried to correct it. Maybe I moved too fast. Maybe my eyes lagged. I tested it. I raised my hand. 1, 2, 3. Then it followed. Not a blur, not a glitch, a pause. Clean, controlled, intentional. Like it waited before deciding to move. A strange pressure built in my skull. My stomach dropped as something deep inside me reacted before logic could. Reflections don't wait. Light doesn't hesitate. But that thing, wearing my face, was choosing when to respond. I stepped closer to the mirror. It stayed frozen for those 3 seconds again. And in that silence, I felt something unbearable. It wasn't empty time. It was being used. It was watching me, not copying. Watching, I leaned closer until my breath hit the glass. The surface fogged, but not in sync. 3 seconds later, the fog appeared, wrong. Too slow, too deliberate. I jerked back. My heartbeat slammed against my ribs. Then everything snapped. I screamed. A sharp, uncontrolled sound, but in the mirror I was smiling. Wide, calm, wrong. For 3 full seconds, that version of me stood there smiling while I was screaming. Then it corrected. The smile vanished. The scream appeared. But it was too late. I had already seen it. That thing wasn't following anymore. It was choosing. I turned away. I had to. Every instinct told me to leave, to break the connection, to stop looking. But another thought crawled in. If I wasn't watching it, what was it doing during those 3 seconds? I forced myself to turn back. Slow, careful. This time, I didn't move. I just stared. 1 second, 2, 3. Perfect sync. Relief tried to settle in. Then I blinked. And during that blink, it moved first. Just slightly. A tilt of the head, not matching mine. I froze. It froze too. But I knew what I saw. It had acted on its own. I started testing it. Small movements, fingers, breathing, tiny shifts. Still delayed, but not consistent anymore. Sometimes shorter, sometimes almost instant. And sometimes it seemed to predict me. That's when the realization hit. The gap wasn't fixed. It was shrinking. The mirror began to feel wrong. Not visually at first, but physically. The air near it felt dense, heavy, like pressure building. The edges of my reflection weren't stable anymore. They shimmered, like the surface wasn't flat. Like it had depth. I reached out. I don't know why. Maybe to prove it was still just glass. Maybe to prove I was still in control. My fingers touched it. Cold, but soft, not solid. There was a slight give, like touching something alive. I pulled back instantly. In the mirror, my hand didn't move. It stayed pressed against the surface. Fingers spread, pushing outward, like it was trying to come through. Then, slowly, after those seconds passed, it pulled away. I stumbled backward. My breathing turned shallow. Something fundamental had changed. This wasn't a reflection anymore. It was a boundary, and something behind it was learning. The delay dropped from 3 seconds to 1, then less. Every movement felt chased, like something was closing in on me. Except it wasn't behind me. It was in front. I tried to leave. My hand reached for the door. In the mirror, I was already there, already holding the handle, already turning it. Ahead of me, I froze completely. If it caught up, what would happen? Would it replace me, or would I disappear? I turned back to the mirror slowly. and for the first time, there was no delay. Perfect synchronization. Every movement matched. Every breath aligned. Relief flooded through me. It was over. It had fixed itself. I stepped closer, slowly, carefully. I raised my hand. It mirrored me perfectly. No hesitation. No lag. Nothing wrong. Then its lips moved, barely, forming words I didn't say. I'm here now. I stumbled back in panic, but it didn't follow. It stayed close to the surface, too close, watching me, not copying, just there. And then the worst realization settled in. The delay didn't disappear. It moved. Now when I try to move, there's a hesitation, a tiny delay, a fraction of a second where my body feels late, like something else is moving first, and I'm the one following. Tonight I covered every mirror, every reflective surface, anything that could show me, me. But it doesn't matter anymore, because I don't need a mirror to feel it. I can feel it moving before I do. I can feel it thinking, just ahead of me. So before you finish this, before you stand up, before you walk past a mirror, try something. Move your hand, slowly, and don't just look. Feel it, because if there's even the slightest delay, even for a moment, it means it's already begun, and it's learning how to become you.